Alright, this is Black Cat Annual number 1, and I wasn't even going to review this one because that stupid fake geek girl, Diversity in a Comic Book, he already reviewed this, and predictably, he was wrong about everything. He didn't even know that it was Black Cat Annual number 1, even when it says Annual number 1 up there. This one, it has got a wedding of Spider-Man and Black Cat. Felicity, we like her, she's a good egg. And immediately, you know, this is a fake out, didn't you? There's no conceivable way that Marvel would ever let Spider-Man marry someone after they have spent the last 20 years going out of their way to try and de-marry him. And they're definitely not ever going to let him marry Felicity. Once you get past the fake news though, you will find this is a very charming comic. I am totally on board for this marriage, fake or real, and even this cover is nice. It makes us feel good. The problem with Spider-Man is that he has got 2 amazing girlfriends. Mary James, everyone likes her. She's the one that he should be married to. And then we have got Felicity. Everyone loves Felicity as well. She is a fan favourite character, incredibly popular with readers, but she has always struggled because even though she is a beloved character, she is always second to Mary James. Her character needs her to be with Spider-Man, or at least have the possibility of getting with Spider-Man, and she obviously can't have that when Spider-Man is married to Mary James. Simple solution though, threesome. But they've never done that. There has been some really nice stuff done though, with her and Mary James being good friends, and them both caring for Spider-Man and looking out for him. But the problem is, Felicity, she ends up a really lonely character. Because she is meant to be with Spider-Man. She was created and written to be with Spider-Man. And she can't be. And for the last decade, of course, Marvel saw a sexy, popular female character who is borderline obsessively in love with a man. And they decided they needed to really dump on her and try and destroy her. They made her into an evil, scheming nymphomaniac. And even though this isn't a proper wedding with Spider-Man, my God, do they really do just about everything they can to satisfy you on that front? I mean, this is fucking lovely. I'm not gonna lie. The first girl I ever fancied ever was Felicity in the Spider-Man cartoon. She was my jam. I just wanted to marry her, but I was like 7 and I didn't think 7-year-olds are her type. And this comic really satisfies that little 7-year-old boy in me. My inner child. I'm talking about my inner child. I didn't eat a little boy just before recording this. Actually, not even that. This just satisfies me. This satisfies me a lot. This probably is the closest we're ever gonna get to having Felicity have her happy ending, marrying her Spider-Man. And the story around it is a mafia thing. They are impersonating a mafia couple, and technically, Felicity and Spider-Man, they do get married. Just under different names. They're married as the mafia couple they are impersonating. And it's not undone by the end of the story. There's no annulment or divorce. So in the eyes of God, Felicity Mafia and Peter Mafia here, they are married. And the other thing is that they are written really well. Spider-Man, he is the classic Spider-Man. He's not the annoying little Jewish pleb that Michael Bryan Benson made him into. And Felicity, she's the best she has been written since Sensational Spider-Man 34 from 2007. Bet you didn't see me bringing out the factoids like that. I am less crazy about these little interlude bits, subplots. These are with what I assume, are the supporting cast in Felicity's ongoing. They didn't really tell us much about these people. There is a little assumption on the writer's behalf that you're just reading the ongoing already, and I kind of didn't like the idea of giving Felicity a supporting cast like this. She's meant to be a cat burglar, and she's meant to be really good at it, and I find giving her a little crew to aid her in those sorts of heists kind of guns against her being the best cat burglar. Also, I get the feeling we're going to end up where we have her fall in love with one of them, or have a little love story with one of them, and it just seems forced, and it hasn't even been done yet. But the stuff with her and Spider-Man, it's great. Some of the best Spider-Man I have read in years, but that isn't surprising when the two big names attached to him have been Dan Slott and Nick Spencer. Last week, I think it was last week, I looked at that Robert Kirkham Captain America, and that had Captain America reunite with his hard girlfriend, Rachel Diamond, the girlfriend from the Marky Mark run, and they were together in that, and they were brilliant. It was like they were soulmates, and they were destined to be together. They brought out the best in each other, and it's the exact same thing here. I really, really am invested in Spider-Man and Felicity's relationship. I always have been, and this comic, it made us happy. And we cut back and forth to the other characters, and there's this whole scheme with the Mafia, and robbing from the Mafia, and stealing their Mafia money. Speaking of money though, I was already loving the comic, but I said I wasn't going to review it because of that stupid fake geek girl, Diversity in a Comic Book, who thinks that $6.99 is a very affordable price for a comic, because he has got 20,000 Indiegogo's and GoFundMe's active at once. Then we have got this bit here where they are attacked by a Hydra Dread Knight. This robot thing, it was built by Hydra, comes from the Silver Age, and in Hard Stories, it was acquired by the Mafia. I think the story is that Madame Mask, she bought up all the Hydra Dread Knights for the Mafia. Different quotas on that. If you're writing like an unofficial Marvel Andy book, different put that in it, because I'm not 100% sure. But I thought this comic, it was going to make an obvious mistake and think that the Dread Knights, they were created by the Mafia, and that it wouldn't be aware of the Hydra thing. But no, look, they acknowledge it, and they mention how they were relegated to Mafia work. Well done, comic book. Good work. Actually, let's come back, see who the editor on this is. The credits page is like a wedding invitation. I love this comic, I really do. This is really nice, and they've got all these like wedding specific names, like roles, like writer of honor. So that's the writer, that's the artist, colorist, letterer, cover art, variant cover art, and then down here these would be, let's see, C.B. Sobuliski, he is editor-in-chief, Jose Quesada, he is a name they put on comics for some reason. So right, I think these two here, the Rice Sweeper and the Dove Arranger, Dove Wrangler, I think they are the editors. Yeah, Nick Lowe. I think he is like the main Spider-Man editor. He used to be the Excellent Men editor, and then he replaced Stephen Wanker on the Spider-Man books. Tom Beaver, he always used to do the shitty little jokes about Nick Lowe. Like, he was the whipping boy, like the whipping boy jokes. It was always like, oh, his editing is rubbish. But you didn't fucking see Tom Beaver's name on an utterly charming, satisfying, good comic, do you? And Tom Beaver, he has never written a song anywhere near as good as Cool to Be Kind. I'm not giving away the ending of this because, well, I already have. They kind of stay married, but I am giving away, let's find it, the digital code so you can read this for free. There it is, right there. Pause the video. First one to see it gets to read this. And I can just feel happy that forever now, Spider-Man is legally married to Felicity. So I give this 7 thumbs up, and I do recommend it. Also, she looks absolutely brilliant in her wedding dress. Scott J. Gumball cover. Well done. This might be your best thing ever. Felicity in a wedding dress. I rate this cover 7 thumbs up. Foggy says buy it.